Welcome to video lecture series 18EE653 Renewable Energy Resources. Today's class we are going to discuss about wind energy. So what is wind energy? How the wind energy is converted into electricity. So here we are going to discuss about windmill technology, wind turbine technology and wind resources. So introduction, what is windmill, what is wind turbine, what are the wind resources, worldwide energy scenario in 2010 and wind energy in India, and wind turbine site selections, how we can select the wind site. So talking about the introduction, how the wind is produced. The wind is produced from the sun, that is sun is the main source of the wind. Wind is considered the form of solar energy. The wind is caused by uneven heating of the atmosphere by the sun because of the irregularities of the earth. Earth's surface is not even, it is irregular, and the rotation of the earth also. So sun is the main source of the wind. The wind is considered a form of solar energy. So wind are caused by the uneven, not evenly heating of the atmosphere. It is not evenly heated. So wind flow patterns are modified by the earth terrains or water bodies or vegetative, that means trees, covers in the land. The wind flow or the motion energy is harvested by means of modern wind turbines. Olden days also we have used. Olden days, 19th century, the wind turbines or windmills are used. The windmills, in the sense it is in the wooden, there is it's a fan like a structure which will be kept in the top of the rooftop of the house, which is used for the pumping the water in the irrigation system, and also which is used to grinding the grains. For that purpose, for motor purpose, we have used that windmill. So wind power is utilized in several countries. One of the innovation technology for the windmills is nothing but invention of the sailboats. The sailboats are operated through the wind which is passing through the sea. Is the first and most important example of driving using a wind energy. So earliest days the wind powered mills are used for grinding the grains and pumping the waters. The wind turbines, which is used to convert the kinetic energy of the wind into mechanical power. There is a blade, 3 blades will be kept in the windmill or wind turbine, and there is a turbine will be fixed with that blades, and there is one tower will be there, and in here also one more small vane will be there. The vane will identify the direction of wave or direction of the wind, and the blade will be rotated according to the wind passed through this blades. The blades length is nearly 20 meters and the tower height is nearly 20 meters, 20 to 30 meters based upon that. Why we are keeping like this? In the sense, whenever the blade rotates, that time it is connected to the turbine, turbine also rotates, the turbine is connected to the generator, generator will rotates and generates the electricity that will be given down. There is a transformer will be in the down, the transformer will use it for step up the voltage, then it is given to the grid to the electricity, domestic applications. But the thing is here, the blade which is used, there is a 3 blade system or 2 blade system or 4 blade system will be there in the wind turbine. The turbine, the blade will be rotating based upon the air falls onto this, that wind is falls onto the blade. The blade is made up of the aerodynamical principle. That means it is larger in the surface and it is a thinner in the edge. It's like a smooth surface in the edges and it is thinner in the upper surface or like rough. Whenever the wind falls onto this, it will rotate and generate the turbine. But that energy is not sufficient to produce the electricity. For that purpose, we are adding one more job. If you see here diagram, see this is a windmill. So here it is nothing but a three blades which is connected to the a turbine, and there is a converter will be there, and here one more gearbox will be there. Why this gearbox is required? In the sense, in order to increase the efficiency of the energy production. For that we are using that gearbox. So here this mechanical power can be used for this specific task like grinding the water or pumping or for generation of the electricity. So there are two types of the wind energy harvesting methods are there. One is a windmill, another one is a wind turbine. Windmill is nothing but this is whenever it is you placed in the agriculture for pumping the water. This is nothing but the directional vane or velocity vane. This will find the which direction the air is or the wind is coming. There is one yaw will be there. That yaw will adjust the direction. This will change the direction where the winds more coming. According to that, it will change. So windmill, here the mechanical energy is directly used for the machinery, and the windmill is a structure that converts the wind power into rotational energy by means of vanes are called sails or called blades. The wind energy is sometimes used to describe the various devices, and wind turbine is another kind of wind technology, wind energy harvesting technology. So wind turbine is a machine that converts the kinetic energy from wind to electricity. So the kinetic energy is converted to mechanical, mechanical to electricity. The blades of the wind turn between the 13 to 20 revolution per minute, depending upon the technology, what kind of technology we have used. At a constant or variable velocity, where the velocity of the rotor varies in relation to the velocity of the wind, which is greater than the efficiency. The wind turbines delivers their power through revealing shaft. So what are the advantages of wind power? In the sense, wind power is cost effective. Wind creates this wind turbine creates more jobs. That means installation of the wind and the engineers is required for this. We have to identify the site location. For that civil engineers is required, and for connection purpose mechanical engineer and electrical engineers are required. So it will create more jobs. It is a clean fuel source. Wind is a domestic source of energy and it is a sustainable one. Wind turbines are built on the existing farms or in ranches. What are the challenges are there? That is limitations, or whenever you are going for the wind power station installation. In the sense, wind power must compete with the conventional generation sources on the cost basis. We are generating the electricity in megawatts. Now only we are generating the electricity of in gigawatts by using the wind nearly 500 or 600 in the worldwide scenario. But the fossil fuels are used to generate the electricity with a very high level, because fossil fuels are available now, but after 50 decades it will not be available. That time we can use this one. But adaptability, by going for the adaptability and cost of now implementation, it is very risk. And good land is required. We cannot able to implement in anywhere. We should have this flat surface. There is no obstacles of wind obstacles like trees or houses or mountains. These and all the things we have to see that. Wind resource development may not be a profitable use of the land. The turbines might cause the noise and aesthetic pollution also. If nearby house is there, in the sense of rotation, it will give some kind of noise that will affect, that will create some pollutions, noise pollutions. That and all we have to see that. Sometimes that wind plants can impact the local wildlife. That means whenever some birds are flying in the sense through the blade, sometimes the blade will cut the bird. Even though it kept in the 20 meters height, some creatures will be damaged. Their lives will not be stable one. So these are all the challenging of the wind power stations. Wind resources in the sense how the wind we are using as a resources for the conversion of electricity. The general availability and reliability of the wind speed is extremely poor in many of the region of the world. If we say in India also, in coastal areas you will get more wind when compared to the normal areas. That's only we are saying that onshore and offshore. Onshore is nothing but the wind is moving from the air is moving from sea to the land is nothing but onshore. The air is moving from land to the sea is nothing but offshore. So the coastal areas more wind will be there. We cannot able to keep this windmill when as a use of that some eddies or some turbulence, which will not help. Turbulence in the sense it's a low pressure air. By using that, we cannot able to fix it. So large areas are required for this. So the wind speed below 3 miles per second is not suitable for the wind power system. It should be 3 to 4.5 meter per second or miles per second, not meter, miles per second. Then only the harvesting of electricity is possible. While talking about the worldwide energy scenario, in the sense as per the scenario in the 2010, the worldwide capacity is reached nearly 196 630 megawatts out of 37,642 megawatts. The growth rate is very high, showed that 23.6 percentage. The wind power is more than the total electricity demand in UK. The China became a number one in the total installed capacity. There is a dam in the China. The dam itself generating the gigawatts of energy. That is hydel water power station. Even they are entered into the wind power using the same thing. 50% of the market level will be they are producing using the wind turbines. Many Western European countries are entered into these kind of wind power generations. Germany is the number one position in Europe. They are generating 27,215 megawatts in 2010, which is next to the Spain, that is 20,677 megawatts was generated in 2010. The highest share of the wind power is found in 3 European countries like Denmark, Portugal and Spain. Asia also encountered the new installation of 54.6 percentage, followed by the Europe and the North America. And wind energy in India, in the sense, this is nothing but a world scenario, that is 2009 159 megawatts of power was generated. 159 gigawatts of power is generated. After that 198, 238 and 2019 in worldwide it is 651 gigawatts of energy is generated through the wind energy. And wind energy in India, now talking about the wind energy in India, in the sense normally wind energy or wind power system, wind stations were available in the coastal areas like Mangalore, near Tamil Nadu, this one Trivandrum side and Cap of Comorin, and then Ramnad, even in Gujarat, this coastal side in Vizag, Vijayawada, there and all this power stations are available. So Indian sector has installed the capacity of 14,158 megawatts in 2011. India is ranked as a fifth in the world. Today, India is playing a major player in the global wind energy market. Onshore potential itself, it is 65,000 megawatts of energy will be produced. I said that what is onshore and offshore. Onshore is nothing but we are installing the plant in the land. That means the wave from the water to the land, it is moving. The wind is moving from water to sea water to land. Many floods, many cyclones are coming. So that time the wind energy will generates more electricity. But one more thing is there. If often rotation, that wind speed is more, in the sense that time what will happen, the blade will be get damaged and turbine also get damaged due to the over speed rotation. So wind energy are influenced by the strong southwest summer monsoon, which starts from May to June, when cool humid air moves towards the land. It will be weak in the northeast winter monsoon, which starts from October, when cool dry air moves towards the ocean. During March to August, the winds are uniformly strong over the whole Indian peninsula. The wind speed is normally November to March are relatively weak. So the gross potential is 48,561 megawatts and the total production is 14,158 megawatts, which is used for the commercial purpose in 2011. This is nothing but the status, that is Andhra Pradesh has generated this kind of Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Karnataka, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh. They have generated, they have installed the power stations and how much energy they have generated in megawatts it is mentioned.